Uh, those who have the access to camera, can you please on your cameras so that we can for first half session for 10 minutes, that we can see what you are all learning and how you are all learning. If you have any queries, we can ask. We can discuss that before I'm starting with the course material. Should we start now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, hello everyone. I'm Vimal from
Yes, yes, it is.
Indira Gandhi National Open University. I had a basic question. So, have you all gone through the last year materials for the basic idea so that I can start with what?
Yes, I've gone through the necessary materials that were uploaded on the LMS.
Okay. So what is basically you understand through social work? What is a social work?
So, social work, it is a method or a process of trying to assist people uh, to malfunction better in areas where they are failing in everyday life. That's some part of social work.
Good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Actually, social work is an tool which enables the people around us to help them to get a better and flawless life. Okay. And
Yes.
today we are all going to understand is we all back from a family is the basic unit of social work. What is the basic unit of social work? It is family. We all belong to a family called human. Okay. So this concept is going to make us understand that the basic objective is that the unit aims to help you or help human to understand the concept of administration, social administration, and social welfare. What is the basic unit of family is the unit of people those who are around us. Like in an organization, if it is a family, then we have parents, we have siblings, and we have The people who are related to basic unit, that is called family. If you are in a school, if you are in an organization, if you are in a hospital, then the basic units differ, varies from different time and different situations. Got it?
Yes.
So if you are getting, it's okay. If you're not, please you can ask your raise your questions so that I can go properly. Okay. Don't hesitate that we don't see each other, so we cannot understand the things. So raise the question is and when you feel to answer it, question it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Bas- yeah, basically social work is a instinct to help each other and bring some change in our society, in our personal life, and we can bring a positive change, not only change but a positive change that can cause us, that can need to have familiar interventions and social changes with legitimate and legal entity. Got it? What is basically, what do you understand by social administration? Means a frame of positive frame that explains how a family, how an institution, because family doesn't only mean that we have set of parents, siblings, and some members, but it refers us to a set of people residing at a place for a common purpose and welfare of each other. Okay. So social action or social welfare or social change brings a positive note, in each other, and have different social or attitudinal changes. Okay. You are getting all.
Yes, sir. We are with you, sir.
We're following, sir.
So can I have some ideas on what is social welfare administration? No. Okay, let me go through it. What basically, when we study any of the chapter, any of the subject, maybe it's social science, maybe it's social science of human science, or physical science. First, there are three things that comes to our mind. That is, what is social work, why, why, and how. So what is in when we start understand what is welfare. So welfare is a state of situation where we ask people to understand and we ask people to contribute. So welfare is a state of mind, state of understanding each other in different social or problematic situation. So welfare is what? Welfare is nothing but a change that brings us to have or have not. So welfare is not a situation; it's a state of change. Okay. So never try to bring. problems to each other. It aims of helping humans from administration and welfare administration. Now a question will arise, what is administration? So administration is a phase of time. Administration is a phase of time where we need to have proper and social, what, social change. Administration means administer the things where we are working. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
are you
sir.
getting? Are you getting, or it's difficult jargon? I'm speaking something jargon.
Oh, sir, we are following. You have
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Yeah. If
welfare.
any question rises,
Yeah,
please
we're following, but was requesting, is it possible to display the PowerPoint, the presentation? Is it possible to display it?
PPT. Actually, yesterday only in the evening, I was asked to have this. If you can have different next podium, we can have the PPT for your basic and better understanding. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, have you gone through this the subject matter which I am going to take? Have you gone through before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if it is, it will be better if you can ask the questions so that I can understand your problems, I can understand your questions, and I can answer you properly.
Okay, sir.
Okay. One by one, you can have all your questions to me, and I'll answer it properly so that you can understand the things which you cannot understand by reading the study materials given by your concerned concerned universities. PPT I'll give you. You'll go through it, and in frame of time, you'll have it in a laptop or your system, and you'll forget. So if it will be better for you and me. You can ask one by one your questions, and I'll answer it so that you can get it purposefully and practically. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is social science? Can anyone answer what is social science? No. Okay. Social science is a welfare state. It's a state which takes up the responsibility to provide a minimum standard of subsistence to its people in the milieu. Got it? As we all human being or social being are in a circumference and in a place where we are governed by state. Okay, we are all governed by a state, and state has some laws and policies. So laws and policies govern us to make our life easier and with purposeful setting. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
What?
We are all in a welfare state. Do you have that concept that we are all in a welfare state?
Come again, sir. You said what?
We all reside in a welfare state, a state which provides us lot of things, lot of situations and services to lead our life properly. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
indeed. We are.
yeah. So a state we are as we reside in a welfare state, we need to we have some purpose, we have some situations to follow, such as we have some economic life, we have a political life, we have a social life, we have an educational life for the people to whom we belong. It provides it provides a lot of services, like in a hospital setting, in a educational setting, in a political setting. We provide some services to people from right from the birth and till the end of life. We all provide some services. State, we refers to here state, the state to which we belong provides some services so that we can lead our life properly. Got the point? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I have a small problem. If I don't hear people, I'm a little bit magnetized that somebody is listening to me or not. Okay, so it will be better for us. We can have a lively discussion rather than I'm a teacher and you are a student. It's not like that. We all are human being and we have all our some or other learning we take place. We receive from our a place called life. Okay, so please keep contributing your ideas and thoughts. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you. In the present day, in the present day social problems, we have some problems which can give you the size of welfare services provided by the organizations and the government. Okay, we we have some problems. Somebody has a financial problem, somebody has a social personal problem, somebody has institutional problem, somebody has a lot of problems, okay, which we said social problem, because government government cannot entertain you for one problem. Government will provide set of rules, set of frameworks, set of situations so that our problems can be ended off. So our problems will be ended off. So social welfare, increasing number of organizations like administration, very it's very important. So welfare schemes, projects, programs being implemented by government, implemented by social welfare organizations will bring some change to our situation to which we belong. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt on it?
No, sir. No doubt.
No, sir. You're right.
No.
Okay, fine. So problems, we have certain problems and we need to end that problem. For that we need to identify the problems to whom we for whom we work. Okay, identification of the problem is another a problem. Got it?
Yes.
Until unless we don't identify the problem in which criteria it falls, identification of the problem in which area it falls is another problem. So identification of problem, it is personal problem, it is social problem, it is hygienic health problem, or it is issue of bad administration, bad management, or bad welfare schemes, mismanaged schemes, mismanaged services, mismanaged projects, mismanaged programs. We have to identify the problem in precise. Okay, my voice is much audible to everyone. It's not a problem.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay, great. So, identification of a problem is the first and the basic introduction to our program. Okay, to our to make the problem easier and end it so that life will move on smoothly. Okay, so when you all go to social setting, you need to identify the problem with the people's eye. Don't identify the problem with your eye or with our eyes. So because when we start thinking that this is the problem, and you may have the problem in your vision, in your brain, but the problem which you think may not be the problem in the people to whom you are for whom you are all working. Okay, so never think that problem is of yours. The problem is of whom, for whom you are all working, for whom we are all working. So identification of a problem in a welfare state is the first, is the basic problem of tree which we are constructing. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So p you are all going to be trained social workers. So when we think of the trained professional social worker, means what? Profession. Who is a social worker? The person who has some basic idea of solving the social problem of the people. Social problem means the people, those who are in the social milieu, social or milieu, at a given frame of time and frame of life circle. Okay, so we can see the effective professionalized social welfare problem to pass it through some normal way of life. So we can proceed, or we have some you have some questions, we have some queries to be asked.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, now the things, another thing is that what is administration? Before discussing social welfare administration, it is necessary to know the meaning of the term. What actually is administration? So administration is a cooperative human effort. What is administration? It is a cooperative human effort towards achieving some common goals. For whom we will answer the common goal? For the people, for the people who are with us, or for whom we actually are working. Okay. So if anyone can, for them, I'm again asking, I'm again repeating. What is administration? Administration is a cooperative human effort towards achieving some common goal. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thus, so every group activity involves administration. From starts from family. You are all in a we are all bounded in a family. See, don't see think that family, what family is. It's not only in a family there is a father, there is a brother, there is a mother, there is a sister, and that is the family. No, that is a basic unit of society. But this is just the beginning. So when we march forward, when we move forward, we have bigger settings like hospital, schools, factories where we work, in the universities where we take higher education, then government department where things are settled out and they are given proper services to the people residing in the so-called so-called society, where we say community, or at a large it's society. Whenever two or more people cooperate in a view of doing a thing that cannot be taken up alone. Okay, more than one community, family means more than one is a family, more than one is a social setting. In a hospital we have more than one people now. In a family, when we are alone or one, I'm alone means I'm alone means I'm not a family, I'm not an institution. But when it starts from two, it becomes an institution. A hospital, it's a school, it's a department, whatever it, we can say it. Any doubt on what is administration? Hello?
No doubt, sir.
No. Okay. What do you understand by the term administration? Any idea?
Yes. Uh, yeah, to my understanding, it's
Yeah.
the process of managing an organization's resources or the resources for a particular activities, the managing to achieve the particular goal which is set towards that.
Yeah. Good. Actually, it is a when we bifurcate the word administration, it is of it is made of two words: ad and ministration. Ad means to, and ministration means serve. So to serve the organization, the community, any institution is called administration or management of affairs, or looking after the people's need and perseverance is administration. Got it? If anyone, if you all want to write it, you can also write it. I'm again simplifying the jargons, given it to you. What is administration? Administration is to serve, management of affairs, and looking after the people, looking after the subject to which for which we are working is administration. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So no, no,
Please,
no,
sir, come
no,
again.
no. Okay, again. What is administration? Administration starts from the birth of human. Okay. How? When we take when an human comes to the planet, he is managed, he is served for small or big purpose. Like when we take birth, when we are small, we go to school. When we are little bit younger, we go to universities. When we are affluent knowledge, when we acquire some, not many, but some knowledge, we start serving for others. Before we start serving others, we are served by many others like parents, teachers, friends, and people around us in known way or in not known way. It is management of affairs, or we are looked after by the people, those for whom we are linked. Okay, got it, or some problem?
Got it.
Clear?
Thank you.
Okay.
It's clear, sir.
Pardon?
I mean, it's okay.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
So now I'm marching towards. If you have any doubt, you can write it to me or you can ask it to me, because we are in a state of welfare, and we I don't want to run away. If you have any problem, please ask, because your time is valuable as well as some of mine also valuable. So I don't want to run away. If you have any problem, you can ask again, so that our time won't be wasted. Okay, so I should march forward.
Yes, sir.
Should I
Continue.
march?
Continue.
Oh, sorry, I continue. Okay. To achieve the aim and objective of social welfare, the government formulates some policies. Policies for whom? Policies for us. Policies, those who reside, those who sustain, those who develop in a society or community or society at a large. So, so administration, you understood the word administration means to serve, or to means to serve or provide basic services, basic services to the people, to the people those who are in and around us. Government formulates some policies, some programs, and in pursuance thereafter acts social legislation and allocates financial assistance to the people, those who are around us. Like in our society, we can, in our community, we can find some old age homes. We can find some schools which are run by which are run by the government. So we need to understand what the programs are run by the government institution or by the NGOs, the GOs in and around us. So we need to understand what is the policy and how the programs run for the welfare of the people. As we all deal in, as we all reside in welfare state, and our society is for a welfare state, welfare of whose? Welfare of our own people. Okay, so policies and programs are framed for the better way of life to be maintained and sustained. So we all need to understand what social policies are there in our society framed by the government, and what programs, what services are, programs and services are provided by the government and its initiations. Okay, Got it?
Got it, sir.
Yeah. So there are different social welfare and social models that serve for us. For us means the people those who are residing in our community. So we understand what is social service. We all you all have studied what is social service. Can anyone define what is social service? Can anyone define what is social service? In your own word, don't go to the jargons books. Just what you understand. What is social service?
Okay, sir. Just to elaborate just a few points on social service. This is
Yeah,
just any assistance or help that is provided to hospitals,
yeah,
provision of water and other facilities. That's social service.
yeah. Correct. Someone else?
Yeah, just to add on that, yeah, I think social service is any kind of help or assistance you give to someone who is in need, like to the needy people, just to support them, to help them cope up with the life they're in. And I also have one question, sir.
Yeah,
Is offertory or giving tithe part of the social service? Thank you.
yeah. That's good. That's good. Basically, when we understand what is social service, helping those who are helpless, those who are in problem, is social service. Okay, the service is rendered provided to people those who are in different and difficult situation is social service. As Emmanuel described, helping people when they are in need, that is basic. And Bob also said the same, helping the people those who are in needy situation is social service. Everyone got it? Everyone is receiving what I have what I spoke.
Loud and
Yes, sir.
crystal clear.
Yes.
My voice is audible to everyone,
Very loud.
Yes, you
Yes,
are
Yes.
audible.
clear and loud.
Very, very.
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yeah,
Very clear.
great, great. So now we come to next. What is social welfare services? What is social welfare services?
These are the kind of help that are given especially to a marginalized group of people. So, for example, the elderly, the children, people with disabilities.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Excellent. Social welfare services are to enhance the human quality of resources in general. Now, what services we can enhance? We can enhance better educational services, we can enhance better health services, we can enhance better food quality services, so that people in our community, in our society, would get it, and they will have the basic idea, the basic service of a healthy and prosperous society, so that the people those are in problem will come to the other end, that is they have a meaningful life, and they don't have much of problem through which they cannot develop. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the aim of social service is to enhance quality of resources in general, enabling services to provide weaker to the problemed individual in the community, and for a specific section, like who are the specific section? Children. They cannot demand. Do you understand? As they cannot demand, they cannot keep their words. As they are small and they don't have the vision, they don't understand what actually is the problem. Old, those who are not contributing but they have some needs, they need some resources to lead the life flawlessly and without any problem. So we need to understand the problems of whom? Children and old. Children and old age means children, those who cannot speak, and old, those who can speak but they don't speak because in a social setting, in a personal family setting, they don't want to trouble others. If they have also some problem, they will sit silently and will try to manage the life as they are leading. So we need to understand the problems of whom? The children, the ailing people, and old people. Sometimes old people are not ailing, but some ailing people become old because they understand that if we are not contributing, so we don't have the right to ask for the better services. So at that time, our role becomes very effective, very crucial to provide them basic welfare services. It's not that we will just, okay, if he's not asking, we won't provide him the what services he or she needs. So the basic services and welfare services is to enable them provide basic services, basic needs which they want or which they should possess to lead a better life. Got it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are.
So any query, if there, please ask.
No, you can proceed, sir.
Okay, so now it is our concern that we need to provide them the basic welfare services, and we need to secure them. We need to secure them from the needs, from the things which they actually want, and it's their right to have. So the third point is we need to have the provisions, the programs which are run by the government or other institutions in our society, in our state. We need to provide them, we need to secure them from the social security point of view. Okay. The risks are essentially contagious of life which the individuals of small means cannot effectively provide for them. Okay. The risks are essentially contagious of life which the individuals of small means cannot effectively provide. You got the point, what I'm trying to elaborate? The risk which is with the people, with the community, with the family, with the settings of different means, like hospital, like educational institutions, schools, universities, and old age homes. Ah, so the risk which they have should be brought, which would be brought down, so that the things will continue smoothly. Okay. here we want to say risk management should be brought down. Why social security? Social security is to bring down the risk, or risk management should be taken with prior authority and prior authenticity, so that life won't be contagious and it will run with smoothness of the things that needed in our community and other people living residing with us. So social security, what is social security? It is an effort on the part of the state. Please note down, guys. Are you getting me?
Yeah, we are.
So
Yes, sir.
what? Social security. If you want to note it down, you can note it down. In the next session, I'll have the presentation for you, so that I will provide you all these. Okay. So what is social security? Social security is an effort for the people of the state. Okay. Social security is an effort for the people of the state or the employer or any related agency to provide better and safety environment of living and residing and contributing to the community, society, and the institution as a whole. Okay. We are all we are, I think we are not all wasting our times.
No, sir. We are
Yeah,
here, sir.
that's great. Thank you. So now we come to a conclusion that what actually is social work. Social work includes everything. Okay, social work includes everything. What that everything is? Help people to help themselves. It's not every time you will be working for someone. We will enable her, him, her or him to create a conducive atmosphere, create a conducive, proper atmosphere at the proper time to lead a proper way, proper life. So it includes administration, it includes security, and it includes welfare. All three things, when they are included or when they are clubbed, they become social work, or what? Professional social work. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So any question on it? Do you have any query?
No, on that note, sir, it's clear. You have just said the social work is helping people to help themselves in one or the other.
Yeah. So I'm marching forward on what actually is social welfare administration. You all understood the word, what is social, what is welfare, and what is administration. Understood or not? Yeah or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it is a process through which social policy is transformed into social service. What is SWA? Social Welfare Administration. It is it in nutshell. In a nutshell, if we speak, It is a process which through which social policy is transformed into social services. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nobody has any problem. Nobody has any query or question. Anyone has any query or question over the things which we discussed in a couple of hours before, couple of minutes before? No. So
Oh,
let
no,
me
yeah, no.
conclude. Okay. So let me conclude that it is a process which includes definitely knowledge, understanding, principles, and way of interaction. Way of interaction with whom? Way of interaction with people at a large. Means the community to which we belong, they have a process of proper knowledge management, proper understanding, and proper principles which a interaction should go on. If I'm not wrong, everybody is getting what I'm speaking of.
Please come again.
I'm trying to say that what is welfare administration. So I'm trying to say that administration is knowledge, understanding, principles of the way of interaction in between each other. What human problems say is we must have the knowledge of problems, understanding of problems, and principles of the problems which we are understanding, and we should interact in between us. Okay. Got it? Or again, should I describe it again?
Got it.
Okay. No, don't think that the time which you are investing is time is an investment. Knowledge should be input, not output. Okay, so don't think that no, nobody is asking. I'm alone asking. It's your time. It's your time should not be wasted. So, what actually is social work, social welfare, social administration is, we find that it is a process which includes definite knowledge, understanding of the problem, principles of the situation which are made, and the interaction of the people in and among the society. Got it?
Got it, sir. Got it.
Okay. Okay.
We are listening. We are yes, sir.
So, should we proceed to understand what are the features that a social welfare administration should have? Should we proceed to understand that, or should I go back and pay some more attention and light to what we understood, what we discussed?
We proceed, sir.
Proceed. Okay, great. The concept of administration is applicable on a broader sense of areas which includes social welfare, business, and government. Okay, the concept of administration is applicable in a broader sense to areas including social welfare, business. Business means for the people, to the people, for the people to whom we are providing our basic services. Okay, business here doesn't mean the financial interaction, financial contribution, financial discussion. A business here refers to the work which we do for a certain community, like old age, tender people, tender young children, and the ailing people, those who are in our society. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Despite of, as we deal in a social circumference, social milieu, we we have variations of age, variations of problem, variations of things which we are all getting is very, very distinct and very broader. Okay, very distinct. We cannot say that in a setting up of a old age home will have just two problems, that people don't get money and food. We can't say that, because it has broader sense. So we have to, despite of variations, we need to structure the programs for the agency in very specific way. We need to look to the people very what, with a very human touch. That's why we call it welfare. That's why we call it services for the people, because services for the machines which act but they don't produce. They act but they don't produce. Who don't produce? The ailing people, the old age, the younger generation, younger children, they don't produce, but they will do it. And there somebody has done is some group has done it, and some will do it. Somebody has done it in past, and some will do in future. So we need to provide better human services for their, not only for their present need, but also for their future need. Okay. Hello, am I
Hello.
audible to everyone?
Very loud, sir.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. So apart from all this, every human society has a what, future, and they have a prosperous history. That's why at present we are working for the people of our concerned society at a large. So history is just for the reference. History is not doesn't belong to our work, but it shows that our forefathers, our ancestors had a very thoughtful period, had a thoughtful time, had a thoughtful ideas. So we are at this phase of life, we are in best of services. Okay. Anyone interested in history, or we should skip that? Hello, hello.
Keep going, sir.
Yeah. So, what actually history you prefer? What do you understand when we hear the word history? What actually is history? Please comment. Hello. Can anyone understand? Can anyone elaborate on the thought of what history is?
Hello?
Yeah. Can anyone pay some words to what
Yeah,
actually history is?
on my own understanding, I think history is a study of past events, particularly human affairs.
Okay. Very good. History, yeah, perfectly said. History is of human race, human understanding, what actually is, what actually drives us to get better in our future. Future, from our historical perspective, we learn at present and we try to make more glorious, more perfect, more standardable, more resized in our future. Like when we see, when we hear of World War One, World War Two, 1919, 1939, what we understand that we had a prosperous, a very prosperous, but had a lot of problems during the scenario, during the phase of historical development, that is World War One and World War Two. When the World War One was fought, can anyone answer? Hello, hello, guys.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, when World War One was fought,
It was 1914 to 1918.
yeah, correct. And World War Two, not by Kindero, someone else. When World War One, Two was started and ended.
World War II started in 1939 and ended in 1945.
Yeah. 44. The agreement came in 44, but some of the some nations couldn't get it. Couldn't. They didn't wanted to end it, so that they want to show their supremacy. So the official end was in 45, and from that point of view, from that incident, we understand what we the emergence of social or some programmatic institutions started. One of them is Red Cross Society. Okay, to help the people during the Red Cross Society, during the World War Two, the Red Cross, the one Red Cross Society started. Okay, the need of Red Cross was to provide basic or advanced help to whom? To the war widows and to war affectants, those who got much of whose life were derailed in 2000, in World War One and World War Two. Got it? So we conclude from here, from the history of historical perspective, historical point of view of social work, is that social administration, social welfare, social welfare has a long history, long history, but administer administration started normally from such points where it leads to 1450s, 1430s, 1380, where I'm giving processes which you have, which I think, which all you have learned, which you all have gone through the historical history of social work in previous worksheets. No, you all have got it, or should I pay more attention on the history?
Got it, sir.
Pardon?
I'm saying we can go ahead, sir.
Okay. So here the point of view is, now we should go towards nature of just give me a, 2 minute break, 1 minute break, so that I can take some water. Okay.
Okay, sir. Do that. Do that, please.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Welcome, sir.
So we will discuss now what actually is nature of welfare administration. What actually is social welfare administration and how it acts. It has assumed much importance with passage of time. As I referred to history that we had in historical passage, we have such few such incidents which led our society to frame some social laws, social institutions, and social policies for programming, for better programming of the people who resides with us. Okay, so there are conflicting views. Okay, there are different conflicting views on the opinion of issue, and each appears to be justified in its own way. So as I said, historical perspective, history of whose story? His story means man's story. As man's story got some more hello.
Hello.
Audible, sir.
Okay, few of left away, I think. Few of left away.
We are together, sir.
So we should continue. We shouldn't wait for them. Should we wait for them? No, we should continue.
No, keep going. No, keep going. Probably it's network problem.
Okay, we should continue. I think we should continue. We shouldn't wait. They left, I think, for some technical error. Okay. Actually, uh, welfare is an art. What is it? It's an art to understand the problem of the people, those who are with us. So what is welfare? It is an art. How it is an art? It is an art because it deals with personal skill, it deals with practical know-how, it deals with creativity, and it has constant practice and aimed at perfection. So somebody has the art of motivating others to do some good thing. He has or she has the practical know-how. They have some some or other result oriented program. When we prepare a program for whom? For the people, those who are in the society with different purposes. So at the time we need to have result orientation, and they are the programs are result oriented. And creativity, as we are preparing something, we should have the creativity in between us to drive for the people for whom we are working for their welfare and different stages of life. Okay, so as welfare is a administration is a art, what we need to have? We need to have personal skill, creativity, practical know-how, and constant practice to with an aim to have perfection. Got it?
Got it, sir.
Okay. Any question on it? Any question on it? No. No question?
No question, sir. No, sir. No.
Okay, fine. That's good. So when we say that it is an art, what social welfare administration is an art for the people those who are working, for whom we are all working. It is as well as a science. What is it? It is also an science. What science? That is science of systematic study of knowledge of human problems. When we deal an human, when we deal an human, we need to know that what human is. It is a problem house, and problem house can be discussed, can be elaborated, can be ended with knowledge of science. As art is important, as personal problem is important, we need to have also science. Why science? Because it is a human being, and he or she has lot of personal problems. So we need to know the social, apart from social, we need to know him or her with psychological and problems dealing with ailments, in which we need to know how to examine critically what problems the human being or to whom with whom we are working has. So critical examination of the problem is really much needed. Got it?
Got it.
The nature of social welfare administration is science and has been criticized on the basis of lack of experimentation and objectivity. As you all know that human problem has some problem, and human thoughts has some merits and demerits. So we need to have critical examination, critical examination of whom the problems, or for for the individual for whom we are working, we need to have the idea, have the proper what assessing the problem with common attributes and human knowledge. Okay, when we do all these, when we do all these, what we come, what we go through, we go through some personal, some social, some institutional thoughts. What is that? Can anyone say what is that? No. Okay. Let me put emphasis. Let me put emphasis on this. The Social Welfare Administration has some official angle too. Okay. What is that official angle? We need to have integral view of whom, of the programs which which we have promoted, which we have
Can you
created.
come again, please, sir?
Pardon? Sorry, can you again explain? Can you again speak what you spoke? Please don't
Sir, he
hesitate.
said that,
Yeah. Yeah.
he said that you should come again on that point, the other point. I think he
Okay.
has
The
just
back points which I spoke, I should put emphasis on that again. Okay.
yes, yes.
As we all know, social welfare administration is an art, and it is a science of dealing with the people to whom we are speaking, to whom we are dealing. Art, why? Because we are developing some new methods for the for to bring down the stress, the problem through which the community the people around us are going through. As it is an art, it is also an science. Why science? Because human being has certain what, a set of brain, a set of physical body, which goes through, which attains through, which speaks through different elements in a set of body and society, community and personal. So it is a critical examination. When we speak to someone for a case study, you must have all studied case study and group work.
Yes, yes, we did that,
Yeah.
sir.
So when we speak to someone, yes, it is an art through which we can prosper, when we can frame a program. And in when we a critical examination, when we need to examine critically the human being through introspection and case study, so that we can understand the human in a at a large and at a specific point of time, so that things cannot just run away. Okay, so we need to understand the problems in scientific method and critical examination method, so that things will not run away, and they will not randomly, they will not search for the solution. As we prepare a program, we will understand, we will try to examine it critically and with what, scientific method, so that they will not they won't have what, ill effect. Okay, ill effect means what? Every problem, every solution, every problem has a solution, and every solution has some, has more positive then less negative. We have some negative when we operate a switch, we have a set of fan or light is being bluntly operated. They provide us what good air, and a darkness is removed with a bulb. In the same way, when we operate, when we synthesize, when we start a program, the program of of what scientific method, critical examination with scientific method, with different purposes and different what applications. Okay, you got it.
You got it, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, great. So any doubt? Anyone want to add something? Anyone want to add something on it, or should I proceed? No, should I?
Proceed.
Okay. So when there are different scopes of social welfare administration. There are different scopes. What are the scopes? It can be broadly of divided into two parts: integral view and postco view. What is view? Integral view. Integral view is the view through which integral view is a view through which we come to a space. We come to a space where things are expanded. Okay. Integral view. What is integral view? It is a welfare administration expanded from a time comes, proceeds, and at a point of mark it stops. Like you at the in the morning, somebody has a problem of what? I'm not feeling happy because I'm not with the person to whom I should be. So that is integral view is what? I'm not happy. So when in a space of time, when we go through it, we find that we have other works, and other works will give us sufficient way to be happy, because we have left the time far behind, and we have processed to other way, other time, and there we are working properly. Okay, that is integral view. When we speak of postcore view, postcore view is not a social view. It's a postcore view is it deals with the set of examples, set of thoughts, set of plannings, set of some people to whom we are working with some direction and some coordination. Okay, what planning and coordination? Planning to get the target. Okay, planning means to get the target with purpose of set of enterprise or what we have studied. It is planning. And postcog has a, and next is organization. It is organization means not only government organization or any people organization. Organization means the basic first law of organization is family, from where we all deal, from where we all are, we are all from social family or personal family. Okay, and in the next, we when we start working for the people, for the organization, we have some co-workers with us. Co-workers means not only parents, siblings, but also those who are with us in the personal setting. Okay, I feel you are all getting to my points.
Yes, sir. We are here.
Okay, then we need to have a body of director, a body of path viewer, those who will show us the proper way, proper target, proper goal to get. And in the process, we will coordinate to each other. And finally, we will have some system of explaining what we learned, what was our drawback, what we learned, and what is our drawback, so that again when we formulate some program, some policy, some situation, we will not be diverted to each other. So that process is called reporting. Reporting verbal or reporting through a means of pen and paper or through a systematic new world of language, that is computer or laptop. Okay, so we need to always prepare a report when we are working for the welfare state, for the welfare of organization, for the welfare of people in the society. Reporting is a very important tool that we all know, that we all should have. So reporting is like showing a path to our forerunners, to the people to whom we are showing in the next future generation. Reporting is a tool of experimenting and what we are implementing and how we are implementing the process, and that to be in a written with simple form of alphabetical knowledge, that is through writing. Okay, so postcorp and integral view are very important views, and for implementing an program, policy, event, we need to have what? We need to have some finance, some money. It may not be very high, very large, but at least somehow which we need to expense it for the community or for the individual or for the group of individuals for whom we are working. Okay, you got my point?
Yes, sir.
Guys, you got my point?
Yes, yes, we got. I want to just ask some question to inquire something.
Yeah, please, you
Uh,
can ask.
is goal setting
Yeah.
almost the same as target setting? When you're setting target and setting your goal, how different are they?
Goal setting and target setting are little bit different. I'll explain you. Goal is at the end of the program or end of the policy or end of the event, but target, if we need to get the goal, we have small set of targets that to be followed and get to reach the goal. Like I'll explain with a small program. May I know from where you are, from which state?
Uh,
I
Malawi, sir.
mean, I mean Uganda, East
Uganda.
Africa, Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda. So, like in Uganda, during 2002 to 2015, presently also a program of emancipation, the vaccination started. Okay, from 2002 to till date, it's functioning. So in order to get all the children vaccinated, in order to get all the children free from a few of diseases, government set a program of every 5 year to report and again access how many children, how many families, how many pregnant women were vaccinated. They had a they had a time frame of 5 years. So that was the target. Every 5 year or every year and 5 year, they used to access how much children vaccinated. And what was the goal of the program? To vaccinate all the children from certain diseases. So the 5 year program, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, or 5 year is a target. Who is the target? Children and mother. And what is the goal? Goal is to eradicate certain diseases from human race so that the future generation will be very healthy and more contributing to the society. Got it?
Yes, sir. So goals like having a set numbers, like planning for something which is going to happen, and the target is the
Yeah.
quantity of what I think is going to, like, the numbers.
Yeah. So certain numbers are target and goal is to eradicate. Numbers, certain numbers
Thank,
and some time phrase. Yeah. Yeah, Bob, please speak.
thank, thank you, thank you,
You,
thank you. I've got
you
it.
got you got it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Anyone has any question? Anyone has any question again? More for clarification? No. Should we proceed again further?
Yes, sir. There are no questions, sir.
Okay. If you have any, please ask. If anyone has any problem related to the topics which we discussed, please ask so that your time won't be wasted and mine won't go away. Okay? Because time is precious. Time has no secondary resource. Time is simply precious. Okay, then I'm proceeding to what actually social welfare profession is. Social welfare administration is a profession or not? Yes, it is a profession. How? Because it deals with the person, it deals with the people in the community. Okay? As it deals with the people and the community, it is a profession. So there are different features of profession and determine how far the features are found in the social welfare principle and administration. In the general, people do not raise objection when when they are with a doctor. A doctor always examines, and a doctor is a specified professional, and whatever he asks and he contributes to its pen and paper, and he writes certain issues and certain redressals or certain words of what, of framing medicine and certain practices of life to bring down the stress if somebody has and is traveling to to whom, to the doctor. Okay, so social welfare is a administrator is a profession with human touch. How? Because it deals with the problem and the solution. Okay, like right now I'm showing you the process how we'll get the target, how we'll touch the profession, and how we will reach the goal. So it is an occupation for which specialized knowledge you need to have. You are getting some knowledge, skill, and training at your or at your society, and knowledge at the university, to be trained with self satisfaction and larger interest of society. And success of these skill is measured in terms of not money alone but also self satisfaction. Okay. Hello. Okay. So what is
Hello.
profession? Yeah. Yeah, Francis, speak.
No, I wanted to say that we are following. Please proceed.
Okay, good. Any do you want to do you got it what I spoke? Hello.
Yes, I
Do-
can hear you. Got it.
any query you have? Anyone has any query? Hello. Anyone has any query? No. Should I proceed? Should I proceed? Hello.
Yes, proceed, sir. We are listening.
Okay. So in order to have a professional knowledge, we need to have a set of knowledge. We need to acquire, as you are acquiring the knowledge, we need to have acquiring the knowledge, existence of knowledge through personal thought and personal what your personally you should you need to have your interest, so that you will acquire lot of or needed knowledge to become a professional of human being. Because as we know that when we have proper knowledge, we'll work purposefully with target and goal to attain for a individual and a society at a large. Okay, so in this we need to have professional associations, ethical codes. When we deal with the human, we have an ethical code and association which will guide us to reach the goal with less human error. Okay, as we are all what human being, so we'll have some error, but as we deal with the humans, we will have less errors. Because if we'll have more errors, the things, the program, the policies which are made by whom? Made by human, will have less problem and more implication on human being or human society at a large. We have some ethical codes. We have some what we have some ethical codes, because human means mistake, and mistake doesn't contribute to a healthy society and healthy workplace. So we have some ethical code to be followed. What is that ethical code? Ethical code is we must have what guiding, principle of guiding. We must have proper decision making. We must have what our behavior should be better regulated behavior through different means of scale, evaluating the profession, and we need to have the knowledge of how to evaluate our work at a large, because if we don't evaluate our work, we cannot succeed properly. So in ethical code, the most important point is what, regulate evaluating our work which we have done. We have certain boards, we have certain hierarchical positions who evaluate our work, but before that we need to what, we need to access, we need to evaluate the work which we have done through reporting and other scientific methods as of they are being developed. Okay. See, this is very ethical coding is a very different, has a very different application to become a from a social work professional. So I don't want to mess you up with other things. So we will conclude with the ethical coding. Does anyone have any problem in understanding ethical coding? Hello. So can we switch on our cameras so that I can see you and discuss the things properly? Hello. Everybody got the ethical coding with all what I spoke, or I should explain more? Hello. Charger. Hello.
I do, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Ethical coding is very important to us. Huh? Huh? 7:30. 7:30. Anyone has any doubt on ethical coding, or should I explain it again? Ethical coding, as we are in a human profession, we need to have some ethics. Okay. As we deal in a human profession, we need to have some ethics. Sorry, I had a call. Yeah, Aliu, you want to say something, please? Aliu,
No, sir.
you want to say something? You want to say something?
No, sir. No, no, sir. Not yet.
No. Okay, okay, okay. So I was speaking about ethical coding. Code provides proper guidance. Okay. Code provides proper guidance with a situation at hand, is a choice between good and bad decision. We need to have evaluating the process, what work we are doing. We need to have ethical process of what the work we have done in a profession and regulating behavior. Got it? Understood?
Right.
Okay. See,
Yes, sir.
when we deal with the people, we need to have some ethic. We need to have some ethical knowledge. We need to have some ethical solutions. Problems are not ethical, but the problems which sustain, which arise, they have, all solutions are much of ethical. Ethics means the solution of the problem should be what? Legalized and with all human concern. Because if we don't have the human concern in our ethic, we cannot conclude, we cannot end up with our, with the solution is someone need to have. So ethics are very important. Ethics are very important in contributing the solution of any problem which are related to human profession and human work. Got it? Got it? Or should I explain?
Yes, sir.
No, it's okay.
So now when ethics, we are set of human existence, human race is of ethics. We have a set of service motto. When we serve people, when we serve, provide services to human or to society of living things, we have a service motto. What is that? We are all concerned with some money. Service motto, not all money, but with some money, so that we will run our life smoothly. Okay. Service motto with some money and more of what? Dedication, so that the work which we have started will be fulfilled with what? Satisfaction. So in social service, social work, social services, administration services, we need to have a service motto. And what should be that? That should be self respect and self determination. Not only money. Money is not the only thing that we are we will follow with pavement rails. Okay, so human profession means the profession which you are all studying is not for the money but for the welfare of the people at a social relation. Okay, so when a doctor is also at some point of time he is a also a social friend. So when a doctor or when a lawyer is affecting when you are affected by some illness or by legal point of view, you are, you get the help, you get the services to come out from that problem. And that problem is, and that help from him is also has some motto, not only money but also self satisfaction and self respect. If you have satisfaction, then you'll have respect. Got it? Any doubt? Any doubt?
No.
That's great. So can you comment what actually is service motto? Can anyone comment what is service motto? Hello. Okay, let me sum up.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, this can be a phrase or slogan that captures and underlines the values, principles, and the mission of an organization.
yeah. Okay, you are right. Okay, fine. That we all have social services, security, professions, and social mottos, which concludes to social welfare administration. Okay. Anyone, anything more you want all to know from this phrase, from this, from the discussions we had in last 2 hours? Anyone want to change, want to contribute, or want to critical analyze on this? No, you got all what we discussed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will all conclude all this. What actually social profession, social welfare administration, and historical perspective of social work. So today I am concluding this. At the I had been given an hour, 2 hours to discuss all this. So in the next phase of time, we will discuss about what is the purpose of social service and what is the need of the organization in our social society, or organization at a large. Okay, okay then. Thank you
All
everyone
right.
to thank you everyone to listen to me for long 2 hours. So we will have some other day discussing types and purpose of social service organization. I'm closing the window. Thank you.
You are welcome, sir.
Francis, your
Thank
voice
you.
is
Thank
very
you, sir.
soft. Welcome.
As I was saying, have a great day.